Science and scientific method is always dialectical. The word dialectical comes from Latin word dialego, which originally means dialogue or ideological interaction. A dialogue between thesis and antithesis results in synthesis, which is a higher stage of knowledge totally different from both thesis and antithesis. That is the way human knowledge advances towards more and more perfection. Scientific method is always dialectical. There is no immutable, eternal principles in science. Every laws, every principles, every theories change and become more and more perfect through an evolutionary process of human knowledge, experience and collective thought. MIT tries to adopt this dialectical method of constant rejuvenation and advancement into theory and practice of homeopathy. Originally, homeopathy was also dialectical. Hahnemann was most scientific and dialectical in his approach. He questioned existing medical system through his dialectical approach. He did not accept any dogma, principle or beliefs that cannot withstand rational experimentation, logical thinking, and verification with the available scientific knowledge. Actually, homeopathy is the result of his dialectical rebellion against existing medical system. Hahnemann was ready to revise everything according to new experience and updated knowledge. The fact that he rewrote Organon 6 times during his lifespan clearly shows that he was dialectical in his approach. After the death of Hahnemann, initially homeopathy continued to be an open system. But once the first generation of homeopaths also disappeared from the scene, homeopathy began to be more and more institutionalized and dogmatized. It lost the character of science, and became more or less a closed system. For the last 200 years, homeopathy hesitated to update itself with modern scientific knowledge. It abstained from creative dialogue with other areas of human knowledge. Homeopaths started call this closed system as classical homeopathy. Purity was the key word. Safeguarding the purity of original dogmas were considered to be the sacred duty of homeopathy. Ultimately, this approach grew into an anti-scientific outlook, constantly resisting all innovations and scientific intrusions into the sacred lands of pure homeopathy. MIT is trying to make homeopathy a science again. For that, homeopathy has to bridge the great knowledge divide of 200+ years and reach abreast with modern scientific human knowledge.